Hi guys and welcome back. Today I want to talk about an opportunity that will allow you to make money from one side, but most of all, something that is for real, fun, and you can enjoy playing alone or with your friends. And I'm talking about Sorare. The reason why I truly believe that this is the right time to start talking about this protocol is because we have the World Football Cup that is so close, because in December we will have the World Cup tournament, and with any probability that event will attract a lot of attention. And what is really positive for all the crypto space and also DeFi is that this kind of event, this kind of protocols could be the trigger to attract more people into the crypto space, and we will discuss about it just together. I will explain to you what is the opportunity, how does it work. It's not really about a tutorial, but more to understand why and how this market can evolve in order to understand what is the right approach and if this is an opportunity that is a good fit for you or not. Plus, I will also explain what is my personal opinion and how I'm approaching this market. Guys, just before to start, let me say that this channel is about educational content and nothing has to be intended as financial advice. If you want to invest in anything, that's great, but do always your own research first. And guys, yes, if you enjoy this content, please leave a big thumbs up, drop a comment. It really means a lot to us and can really help us to grow it, to reach more people. Plus, don't remember to check all of our new links. You can find all of them into the description below, because as you probably have seen, we have gone from DeFi Daily to DeFi Talks, and a lot has changed. I will have also the link to my video when I was telling you the different updates into the right corner here. Okay guys, so let's start. So what is Sorare? Sorare is a fantasy football game that is using NFTs. So it means that instead of having the usual fantasy games that you are just meeting with your friends, deciding which player to buy, and after start playing each week, or at least this is what I'm doing every week with my friends, and I have been doing it since when I was a child. I'm playing a fantasy football game since a while. Remember that in the moment when we are talking about football, we mean football for Europe and all the other countries, and soccer for when we are talking about USA. When we are talking about the US, I want to also say that they have also launched the version for the MLB, so about baseball. So if you like baseball, could be a good opportunity to just join right now, because it is right now that the community is still small when you can start build your position and you can start taking advantage for being one of the first playing this game. In any case, today I want to talk much more about football. The main reason, as I was telling you, we have the World Cup, and the World Cup will give a lot of visibility to football and consequently also to Sorare. I want to share with this screen here, look at Sorare, how it is still on a hype even if the market is in a bear market. Just to give you an idea, this is the chart for Sorare compared to, for example, this is Bitcoin. As you can see, Bitcoin, it is going down from the peak that it has just in June. It has gone down for a lot. The same happens in the moment when we are talking about cryptos in general. But on the other side, it is keep growing its interest and it is attracting a lot of people. From one side, because the new football season is just starting, and on the other side is because much more people are becoming aware of this opportunity. Because we have talking about also a couple of times about play to earn, but we have different kinds of play to earn. We have play to earns that they are not really offering anything that is for real fun. In the moment when we are talking about football, we are talking about something that many people have already experienced to have fun playing to fantasy games. I'm talking for myself, but many people all around the world had this kind of experience. Just try to go outside and ask to any people if they know something about LPs. With any probability, they would simply say, sorry, what are you talking about? But on the other side, if you try to ask them something about football, fantasy games, and so on, with any probability, they would already know something, or maybe they are already playing something like that. And this is really important, because when I was saying that I love to see that right now we have the World Cup, is because, remember, it is through gaming through something that people are able to understand easily, that we can attract more users into the crypto space. And that's the reason why Sorare can really boost from one side for itself, but for the whole crypto industry with the World Cup. And that's the reason why I wanted to talk about Sorare today. Okay, but how does it work? It is quite simple. All you have to do is sign up. You can use, for example, also my personal link that you can find into the description below or into the pinned comment. Through that link, you will receive also some benefit, because remember, in the moment when we are talking about Sorare, we are talking about NFTs that you have to buy in order to use them as a card into the game. Each card will give you points each week, and through that point you will win the games against other people, you can win tournaments and so on. And in the moment when you register through an invite link, you will have also the opportunity to receive, if you buy at least 5 cards, one limited card. You will receive one, and I also receive one. That's also a way for you to help us to grow and to sustain the channel. That's something that I would really appreciate. In any case, in the moment when you have a sign up, you can simply connect your wallet, because obviously you would need, if you're interested to play seriously to this game, to buy some NFTs, so you need to connect your wallet. Just to answer one of the main questions I'm receiving when we are talking about Sorare, yes, it is possible to play also for free. You don't need to pay anything, you don't need to buy anything. Obviously, if you want to play seriously, if you want to treat it as an investment opportunity, so an opportunity to make real money through winning tournaments, through the gains that you can do with the NFTs sales. For example, you can buy cheap and you can sell at a higher price and so on. So obviously, yes, you can play for free, but the biggest opportunities are coming only if you're investing something. What is interesting to notice is that Sorare is getting hot. For example, we can use a similar web to analyze the trend in the moment when we are talking about the visits to the site. And you will see that even if we are in a bear market, the number of visits, and even if you are into the summer, so we are not in the middle of the season, the football season has just to start. The level of interest around Sorare is still quite high, and the same applies in the moment when we start to analyze the different news about the platform. You will see sales on Sorare just spiked by 800%, or also you can start checking this kind of chart. This chart is beautiful because look at this kind of growth. It has started in June of 2021 and it has spiked by February. And obviously in that moment we had some kind of downtrend because the level of interest around NFTs has gone down. But after that, surprisingly, it started to go up again. We bottomed down by the end of June, and from that moment we are growing again. And what I think, I wouldn't be surprised to see a spike, to see a big pump with the World Cup that is coming. So I expect that by the end of this year we could see this kind of pump. Not to mention that around Sorare a full ecosystem has born. We are hearing about different media, like in this case we have Sorare Scout, or you can have even a complete tool that is dedicated to Sorare just to analyze the data, because as you can see here we will find all the different stats about each single player. Personally, it reminds me the time when I was playing to Football Manager. That was a game, it was just a solo game, because at that time we hadn't internet so developed, so we were just playing with our CD on that computer and we were playing to all the different football games. And this kind of data are offered by, for example, Sorare data, but you can retrieve the same just digging inside the Sorare platform. And all of this just to say that the level of professionalism that you can reach playing to Sorare is quite high. Obviously, remember, if you want to make money for real, you have to approach this as, yes, a game to have fun, but obviously trying to do researches, trying to understand which is the price, because as you will see, There are moments when there is some auction, that's probably because it is ending while a certain other sport event is ending. So people are just watching something else and they are not so interested about what is going on into the platform. So you have to follow, you have to understand the different tips and tricks. But if you're able to understand and to notice them, you will see that there is plenty of opportunity to buy cards at a discounted price that you can sell after a while. Remember that in the moment when we are talking about the NFTs that are coming from Sorare, each of them, it has a certain kind of level that can upgrade during time as the time goes on and the card is acquiring more level. In each game, you have to use 5 different cards. You can also participate to more than one tournament. Obviously, more tournaments you are participating, also more cards you will need, because in each tournament you have to use at least 5 of them. Each tournament, in the moment when you are playing and you are winning, is giving you some reward. The reward could be receiving some kind of cards or some kind of jackpot. Remember also that you will play with players that are at the same your level. For example, you will have the opportunity to participate at the beginning only to tournaments where are allowed teams with common cards, because as I was telling you, each card it has its own level of rarity, and each tournament has some kind of rule that is allowing you to participate according to the number of cards that you have and the level of rarity connected to each card. The points that you will get from each card are coming directly from the performance that the player has into the real game. And that's something that is really beautiful, because if you like football, if you like to follow the stats, to follow the games and the worldwide games, because we are not just talking about players that are coming from the Premier League, the Serie A from Italy, the Liga from Spain, and so on, but we are talking about players that are coming from worldwide. So it also gives you the opportunity to scout, to better understand. That's the reason why there are so many different tools, because the more tools, the more data that you have, the better you are able to understand which player, which card really deserves your attention and which not. So I hope to have been able to give you a full overview on how Sorare works. Personally, if you ask me, yes, I like Sorare and I'm playing to it. I have just started, so I'm still a beginner, but I will keep you posted about a different kind of news and my progression into the game. The reason why I truly love to see what Sorare is doing is because I truly believe that this can be a trigger for the whole crypto industry to grow. And for us, as people that are already inside into this industry, it could be also an opportunity for us to take the advantage to be one of the first players to start using these protocols. Fantasy games related to football could be something that can literally explode into the future. At the moment, we still have a relative low amount of people. Just to give you an idea, this is the number of transactions that is going on into the protocol. As you can see, July, it has been the month with the maximum amount of transaction into Sorare. But we are still talking about just 400,000 of a transaction, with a number of unique buyers that was around 35,000. So just 35,000 of players that were buying. A really low amount. And if you compare this number with the past, you will see that usually the number were below 30k people that were buying. So it means that in this moment, the amount of players that are playing, that are buying, that are using the protocol is increasing. And imagine if this can become mainstream. It is possible for it to go up by 10x. And obviously, if the number of users, the number of transactions is going up by 10x, also the average price for a card will go up. So obviously, this could be an opportunity also to start playing and earning. From the other side, remember that we are still talking about something that has some kind of risk, because in the moment when you are buying a card, you are having your liquidity locked into the NFT. So if you want to stay liquid again, if you want to go back to the liquidity, you have to sell your NFT, but you will never know at which price you will be able to sell it. So be aware, obviously, also of the risk, because this could be a great opportunity if you have time, if you like fantasy football game, if you want to play for real. And if you're already following football, maybe that could be an opportunity to start uniting your passion with the cryptos, trying to make some money and also having fun. Guys, let me know what you think about Sorare, if you agree with me that it could be something that can really be positive for the whole crypto space and also an opportunity to earn money from this protocol. And guys, don't forget, if you want to subscribe, to use my link. You can find it into the description below or into the comment section. Guys, remember, if you enjoyed this video, remember to leave us a big thumbs up and drop a comment, and I will see you soon with another video. Bye, guys.